What's good with my Eagle gang members? It's your boy Cali Eagle. And man, I've been doing a little bit of thinking, and I've been seeing some people bring up some of the X factors going in. You know, people bringing up your Dallas Goddards and your Deshaun Jackson and whatever. But I think there are some other X factors on our team that are going to be big for us on this season, and people aren't giving it the attention they deserve. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for us right now. So let's start off with my man Halapoulivaati Vaitai. So Big V has come in relief of Jason Peters the last couple seasons and go ahead and really put in some good work for this Eagle Nation. So what I seen out of Big V in those situations, you know, early on we seen him against a guy like Ryan Kerrigan really come in and put the moves on the dog. But as he progressed, you notice that bigger body power rushers don't really make the same effect on a guy like Big V. We've seen him in the playoffs against a guy like Everson Griffin, a guy like James Harrison, who are both really like good pass rushers, especially that season. They did a really good job of their reps. But when it came to Big V, they weren't really getting to Nick. We really kept our quarterback clean. So when you think about a guy like Big V, who is now getting guard reps and is going to be getting the early reps when Brandon Brooks is out, and the fact that on that left guard side, you don't really got Jason Kelsey is going to be the starting center. We know Brandon Brooks is going to start. We know Lane Johnson's starting. And we know Jason Peters is starting. But when it comes to that left guard spot, like they always try to start off like seeing who can get it done. They throw Isaac Seumalo out there. They don't sign Steven Wisniewski till the end of free agency. There's not really as much it's not really solidified as far as that left guard spot. But if Big V comes in here and being more adept to power rushers, starts messing with these defensive tackles, and with experience of being a left tackle, having a little bit better feet, man, we might end up finding our whole line solidified by that move. And I think it's a move that people ain't giving enough attention. Another guy that I think is going to be an underrated X factor for us this season is my man's Sidney Jones. So Sidney Jones, some people are already out there throwing a bust label on my G. Like, y'all ain't learned nothing from Nelson Aguilar. Sometimes you just gotta wait a little bit and see what happens. Like, so my man's comes into his NFL career already, you know, ankleless. Like, he lost the Achilles, and I don't know what y'all, like, I've never had an Achilles injury personally, but I've always feared one. Like, it doesn't look comfortable. You don't move well. So coming off of that, usually the main issue for athletes coming off an injury is the confidence in your body to adjust from that injury. So going through that mental battle of trying to get over his injury was his second season, and his first season experienced NFL reps like that. So his first NFL experience, he's coming off an injury. So people who want to decide whether or not Sidney Jones is a good corner based off these first two seasons, you're not really paying attention, dog. This is the season you want to look at and say, what kind of guy did we get out of that second round pick? And I think he's going to show out. They've been talking good stuff about him earlier in the free agency. You know, Ronald Darby and Jalen is coming off injuries right now, so a lot of these young guys came in and getting reps. And I think they're going to give Sidney Jones his opportunity because we know they believe in him. They didn't go out and make that pick for no reason. So I think we're going to get a show from my man Sidney, and he's going to show why he was what he was before that injury. One more guy before I go out that I think is going to be an underrated X factor for this season, and that's my man's Kamu Grugier-Hill. So Kamu ain't did nothing but ball in the opportunity he get. He coming for special teams, he gonna get like the most tackles on special teams. He's gonna be a borderline special teams Pro Bowler every time. Then when you notice what he does with the limited reps he gets, like my guy came in on like the first game of the season in Atlanta, getting some linebacker reps. And I'll never forget it. On the goal line, Devontae Freeman's going to run a sweep or whatever. And he comes up and he engages on I think it was like a tackle or tight end, maybe both, I don't remember exactly. Comes in, engages, sheds him off the tackle, keeps outside contained, comes up and secures the tackle. Like, he always shows good forms on the tackle. He's always taking good angles on the offense. I think Kamu's going to come in here and really shock a lot of people. Not to mention, I found out my man went to Kamehameha High, Kamehameha. When you learn from the tutelage of Master Roshi, my guy, you destined for greatness. It's written. But these are the guys I think are going to come into this season and make some big waves. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. I finally hit 100 views on one of my videos. Keep on checking me out. Let me know what you think. This is your boy Cali Eagle, and I'm out.